Well, talk about a full quiver. The Duggar clan features 19 children. All of their names start with the letter J. And while cameras have filmed the family for the last 10 years, viewers have really had the chance to see what it's like to be a Duggar only recently.
If you think your family life is hectic, you should meet this family of 21. They're the Duggars, stars of TLC's hit reality show, 19 Kids and Counting. This mega family is known for their conservative beliefs and unique lifestyle. In Growing Up Duggar, the 4 oldest girls give an inside look to what life is like in a huge family and what they do to keep their relationship strong.
Well, joining us now are the 4 eldest daughters, Jana. We're going to start from the oldest down there. Jana, Jill, Jessa, and Jinger. It's great to have all of you with us today. I get confused when they do the rundown of your family and who's who. Do you ever lose track of each other?
Occasionally.
Occasionally. It seems to me like you all have a real system going in your family, and that's one of the reasons that it seems to work so well. Now, here you are, the 4 oldest girls in the family, so you've been really involved in how the family runs and coming alongside your mom and your dad and things, and there's a kind of a buddy system. Is that right? I don't know if I'm calling it the right thing, but Jana, how does that work?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we each have what we call a little buddy, or a couple of them.
I was going to say it's at least a couple.
Yes, yeah. So there's 4 older girls, and we have some of the younger ones that we just help with keeping an eye on them whenever we're out and about in a large crowd, or in the morning helping them pick out their outfit and straighten their hair. And so
are
it's
they
just
as cooperative as they look on television?
They're not perfect. Definitely aren't perfect. But yeah, they're fairly well behaved.
You know, one of the things that I marvel at is your mom seems so even-tempered. You know, in all the times I've watched the show, I've never heard her raise her voice. Is she really like that?
She purposed when we were younger just to lower her voice instead of raising it. So we knew, like, if we were in trouble, she was whispering at us, you know, it's like, oh, Mom, serious.
I better listen closely to get this right.
Yeah.
Well, Jessa, in the middle of all of this, as you all have cared for your younger siblings, do you feel like you're kind of learning how to parent yourselves in the process?
We have learned a lot from watching our parents' example. They are great parents, and they do take time for us individually, like on a regular basis, reaching out to each one of us kids, asking us what's on your heart, how are you doing, and really, seeking to make those connections every day.
How does that work? I mean, I have 7 kids, and my kids are, well, the oldest ones are a little bit older than some of you, but I mean, it's hard to find that kind of time. Do you schedule that in? I mean, how does a parent focus on 19 children?
Well, usually we take Saturday as our family day, and they'll have heart-to-heart talks with each one of us.
With each one of you? Well, there goes the day.
But then just throughout the week, like if my mom's running to the grocery store, she'll take one of the little kids with her and just ask them questions about how they're doing and what's going on in their life.
So they're making time.
Yes. And it helps that we're homeschooled as well. I mean, we've all been homeschooled. Now we're all graduated, but you know that helps too because it provides more time.
Did you like homeschooling, Jinger? Was that a plus?
Yes, ma'am. It was always such a blessing, and as Jill said, just more time with mom and dad and siblings, and really building those relationships at home. And when you can get along with your family, you can get along with just about anybody.
Well, that's the truth, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes in our homes, it's the hardest group to get along with, right? Jana, talk a little bit about, I mean, every family, you all just said a minute ago, we're not perfect. Every family has disagreements or people who have days where they're just kind of off that day. How do you handle that in your family in a positive way?
My parents have really encouraged us from when we were little kids to always make things right and ask for forgiveness. My mom always says, you will never go wrong if you humble yourself. And so purposing to, when we are having those bad attitudes or, you know, those different ones that are just irritated and stuff, to sweetly talk to them, or if it's ourselves, just to really listen to that person that's trying to encourage us to have the right attitude, and just ask for forgiveness, and just realizing that we all have those moments and need to make those things right.
You seem to have been able as a family to build a kind of a team spirit amongst yourselves, where it's, you know, each for each other and all for the Lord. I mean, that's pretty amazing as a family. Talk a little bit about courtship and dating, because we all watched your brother and sister-in-law as they were courting and then married. So talk a little bit, if you will, Jill, about that concept, what the difference is between courtship and dating.
Yeah, that's one thing we talk about in Growing Up Duggar is the differences between courtship and dating, or like we like to call it, dating with a purpose is another name for courtship. And Jess is actually in a courtship right now.
We'll talk to you about that
yeah,
in a minute,
with a
Jessa.
young man, Ben. But that's one thing we address because girls oftentimes like to talk about guys. And so in our book, Growing Up Duggar, we give girls more of an insight, and something that they should think about is not just the outward appearance and, oh, that guy's cute. That's important too. But really looking at the inside character and the heart of the matter, and thinking, you know, how's this guy going to be as a father? Is he going to be slow to anger? Is he going to have a love for the Lord? Is he going to be a spiritual leader? Yeah. And those things. So
that was so wise. As I read that, I thought, wow, that's a really good insight. Not so much the exterior as observing the kind of person.
Yeah, and then also not just putting this list high up there for all the guys, but understanding that whatever you hold that guy to, you need to be also looking for in yourself. And so we talk about that in the book as well.
That's awesome. Okay, Jessa, spill the beans. How did you know that this was a guy that you wanted to be in a courtship relationship with?
Wow, well, I was impressed with his character from the first time I met him. And he just had such a heart for the Lord and for ministry. And so I was very impressed by him, like right off. And the more time I got to spend with him, I was like, wow, I think this is the one for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Jinger, talk a little bit about what you all want people to take away from when they finish reading Growing Up Duggar. I mean, you've really talked about the fact that relationships are the most important thing. What's the takeaway for people with this?
I think that definitely the most important relationship is your relationship with the Lord, but that's supposed to be kind of like in every relationship, kind of like interwoven, but also the relationship with yourself. Like when we can view ourselves the way that God made us and just accept the unchangeable things in our lives, then we can love others through Christ's love, and we'll just know how to better relate to other people.
Well, for 4 young women, there's a lot of wisdom in the book. It's Jinger, Jessa, Jill, and Jana. Whew, your mom and dad are amazing. You can read more about life in their home by getting their new book. It's called Growing Up Duggar. It's available in stores nationwide. And don't forget, the 8th season of TLC's 19 Kids and Counting premieres on Tuesday, April the 1st. That's easy to remember. That's 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. So to hear more from the girls, go to cbn.com. We've got an exclusive web-only interview called In the Green Room. You'll find that there.